rock star, cause tonight I'm getting out of line and it's alright. Feeling like feeling like just as cool as John Wayne in his movies. Feeling like I'm James Dean and I know it. Feeling like feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star.
But it's not that easy. You're complicating things for me. No, it's not that easy. Maybe just a little time can heal me, but it doesn't feel the way. What are you doing to me? Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just that stupid. Thought that we were meant to be. Yeah, I'm just that stupid. Maybe just a little time can make you change your mind about us. I thought that we were meant to be. Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. For you. For you.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. My name is Sean. I'll be your host. I hope you're having a wonderful week. I'm having a good week. I can breathe this week. I'm not as stuffed up as I was. I'm still taking the medicine and I'm still dry, so I'm still drinking a lot and peeing a lot. But we're a lot better this week. So I've had a really fun week. You guys can see the Inspire sitting over there. I've taken it up for a couple flights. It's so much fun to fly, but I am not getting good quality video out of it yet. So I'm still going to play with it some more. It has the bottom of the line camera on it, which is like a Phantom 4. So maybe I'm just used to the way drones look ever since the Phantom 4. Like I feel like the image quality is getting better and better, and the Inspire 2 has been out for a while. So but I've got big plans for the Inspire 2. I purchased from Australia this week a Insta360 Pro mount, and I might try to put the Insta360 Pro up in the sky. Might. I'm still kind of anxious about it. I might just fly it straight up and fly it back down, or do some really low altitude pendulum tests and stuff like that, just to make sure that it's not going to fall out of the sky. But yeah. So welcome. We've already got 13 people in here. I'm going to go through and see who's in the chat. Do a little roll call. Something else that we're going to talk about tonight is we're going to talk about my experiences with the DJI Mini 3 Pro, with the RC Motion 2. Is that what it's called? Yes, RC Motion 2, and the DJI Goggles 2. I don't have the Integra, so I have to plug my phone up to the goggles to get the remote ID warning off of the screen. And there is a huge disconnect between the phone and the goggles. So I assumed that the goggles and the phone would show the exact same thing, that it would just be a mirror image, so that you could show, you could have a ride along watching your phone while you're in the goggles. But there's just some buggy things about it, and I don't feel like it feels like one of those situations where the left hand's not talking to the right hand. But we'll get into that a little bit later. Let's go through roll call real quick. JC Flying was first in line. He showed up at 5:38. I still think John has some issues with time zones. He either comes in early or comes in late, or talks about it being late. And you're going to see me sipping on that straw all night, because this Mucinex has dried my face out. So JC Flying was first in the house. Then Steven Drones, congratulating JC for being first. Steven Drones, I hope you're having a good night. And then Sean Hyde Studios showed up and commented. Nacho Rolling's in the house. He hasn't been in the house for a while, so everybody welcome Nacho back in. He's on vacation right now. Usually he has to work during my live stream, so we cut him a little slack. But Nacho and Brent and I have been chatting for the last couple of weeks about Nacho's new purchases. So we're going to show a video from that tonight. Who else we got? Dustin from One Vision Aerials in the house. Welcome. JC, Nacho. Y'all have been chatting it up, so it's going to take a while for me to get through this chat, which is good. That's what I like to see. I don't like to hear the crickets. Nacho's the house. That gun. Russell's in the house. What's up, Russell? Hope you're having a good night. Who else we got? Charles Galuski's in the house. Charles, what's up? Lambo is in the house. Welcome, Lambo. Hope you're having a good night. Who else we got? Lee's here from Yellow Rose. Welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful night. Mark White is in the house. What's up? Welcome. Joe Fadaleo is in the house. What's up, Joe? Jim's Droning's in the house. We're going to show a video tonight from Jim's Droning. He entered into Project Flipped, so pretty excited about that. Who else we got? That might be everybody that's chatted so far. I don't know that I've seen anybody else. Yep, that's everybody. All right, I'm all caught up on who has chatted. If you would like to see your video on my live stream, there is a link that I've pinned in the chat. It's also right there. Join the club, and it's just my name, club.SeanHydeStudios.com. If you guys want to see your videos on my live stream, if you want to vote for projects, if you want to enter into contests for the projects, just like BMAC has got his little challenge going on, I have a project every 3 months where we come up with some crazy kooky thing to do, and then we go out and do it with our cameras. So we've done like Project Decay, so barns falling over or rusty tractors or something like that, or we've done Project Liquid where people have flown over rivers and stuff like that. What we're doing right now is Project Flipped. So we're going to show Jim's video from Project Flipped, and it's basically taking your video and either flying your drone backwards, like flying your drone in a way that you wouldn't normally fly it, or film in a way that you wouldn't normally film, or edit in a way that you wouldn't normally edit. So Project Flipped could be video that's backwards, so everybody's walking backwards in it. Or what's really cool about FPV, if you're hitting a lot of gaps and a lot of holes with your FPV drone, if you flip that footage and reverse it, you don't know what's coming. And all of a sudden, like, a field goal goes around you, or like a bench or picnic table, or, most of the times when we're flying FPV, you can see what's coming. But Project Flipped kind of makes it backwards. Or flying, another example could be like a reflection of a landscape on a lake, and then flipping the footage upside down so that you actually see, what's up is down and what's down is up. So anyway, it's a fun little project. We're going to, we've got 20 days on that project. So I thought I saw someone else sneak in. Who did I see sneak in? Oh, Doug Max in the house. What's up, Doug? He was lurking, looks like. So yeah. Is that all? Is that all that's new? I was pretty excited to see all our announcements from Apple. I think their new VR headset is above all of the rest, but it costs more than all the rest also. So probably won't get that in my hands ever, but it looks like a pretty amazing device. So if you haven't seen anything about that, go check that out. And there's a lot of buzz around the Air 3 coming out. So that's pretty exciting. I'm hoping they add something to it, and it's not just a zoom camera. Like, I hope there's more to it than putting an extra camera on the front of it. I don't really, for me, that's not that big of a deal. But I would actually like to see a Micro Four Thirds on the Air 3 is what I would like to see. Don't give me two cameras, just give me a bigger sensor. If you're going to add weight to the front of the drone, make that one lens boss. Nacho was on the pre-show. So yeah. So I think we're gonna wait for about 10 minutes. So we're gonna chat it up for another 10 minutes, and then we're gonna start showing some videos. I don't really have anything specific that I want to talk about. I just have a couple things on my mind that I can talk about. Jet, one of the guys that used to come on my live stream a lot, when I would just sit there and not have anything to talk about, he was like, "You need to come up with a topic, so you at least have something in mind." Because I used to just kind of riff on whatever was happening in the chat, but sometimes y'all are just talking to each other about something, and it's not really like a live stream topic. So all right, so before we get into drones, I just want to get all of the Apple stuff off of my chest. I think the new Apple headset is light years ahead of anything that Oculus / Meta has come up with. The AR headset, like the new Pro, is okay, but compared to the Quest 2, like, to me, the Quest 2 is still the best thing that they've ever put out, and Meta's downfall has been content. Like, 1 or 2 games will come out every quarter, and like, you spend money on these devices and then there's nothing to do on them. I got the HTC Vive Flow, I think it's called, and there was so much of a lack of content on there that I didn't even want to put it on my face. There was a web browser, but it was so locked down that you couldn't browse anything with it. Firefox wasn't on there, and YouTube wasn't on there. So you're like stuck with this like yoga app or something, and it, like, something I don't want to do. But like the Quest has Firefox, which allows web developers to build websites that are, that have content on them, like 3D videos, like Veer, stuff like that. And then YouTube is a great place to view 3D or VR 180 content. And so as a guy with a 360 camera, that I love 360 cameras, I want a device that I can put on my face and I can see those videos, whether it's a virtual tour that I took pictures of or videos. And then I want to see other people's videos. Like, I will spend hours in Google Earth. Well, the app is called Wonder, but it utilizes Google Earth. And I'll just take a vacation in my face. That came out kind of weird. I'll take a vacation in my face. But I'll put in like Italy, and then I'll walk around in Google Street View and just see what's in Italy. Or I'll, go to Brazil, or, some exotic place. I'll go to Israel and see Dome of the Rock. Or I love those experiences. I don't care too much for the games. The games are a little backwards for me. The first time I played Minecraft in VR, I thought that was amazing because I was actually in the video game world. But once that happened, once I like just kind of looked around, then I got kind of sick. So I really like where Apple's going with, not even having controllers, being able to use your fingers and your eyes and your mouth. And I love the pass through where your eyes show up on the screen, and you can like look at someone in the room and talk to them, and then you can go back to doing what you're doing. Like, there's just so much really, really cool technology built into those. But with the prices that these things are costing, it really shows where our economy is going. Like I picked on the DJI drone or the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. When it came out, I was like, I am not going to spend that much money on that drone. And I don't even remember how much it was, maybe $2,500. And I compared it to the Unique Typhoon H Plus, where you got the Fly More package with the drone. You had 2 extra blades. Like, you had so much more drone than the Mavic 2. But like the Inspire came out, and it's like, what? I don't even remember now, but it was like more than what I want to spend on a vehicle for a drone. So yeah. I like this. That's a good, don't be dumb, hit the thumb. I like it. So what are you guys saying? People need to get familiar with the drones they have before jumping into a new one. Still kicking around. Oh, I clicked on the wrong chat. So Nacho took the kids' Oculus to work for a week. He's watching Netflix in a cabin. It was very relaxing. I really think the Quest has a great, like, watching stuff in the Quest is pretty cool. Netflix, Hulu. We had something else. Maybe it was Amazon. But yeah, and my favorite thing that I've ever done in Oculus was there was a movie that was made in VR 180. And it was an action movie, and like you were in the movie and you could talk, you were like looking around, like you didn't have any talking, but like all of the actors would like talk to you and like get up in your face and stuff like that. And all of a sudden they like throw you out of an airplane, and now you're like, skydiving out of this airplane, and then you land, you get all busted up, and then you have to like heal your body. And I mean, it was a really cool video. And I think, there was like DLC parts. So there's like maybe 4 chapters or something like that, but it ended up being like an hour-and-a-half movie, and it was all in VR 180. And I was just like, this is just awesome. And how cool would it be to be like in Star Wars, like in a Star Wars movie, and be able to look around at Coruscant? Like, I just think it'd be amazing. So Nacho says it's going to be as powerful as a full MacBook. And it's got like all of the, like at launch, it's going to have like 200 and some Apple Arcade games built into it, or like in the App Store. It's going to take full utilization of iPad apps, so you can play any iPad app in your headset. So instead of like starting now and building VR games, like you can go back and like you can utilize a lot of the apps that are already there. And I don't remember what the name of the app is, but there's a game on there's a game on the Quest where you're like this little squirrel, like jumping around things, and it plays just like Ratchet and Clank, or like Jack and Daxter, or something like that. But you're actually in the game, and you're using your controller, and you're playing the game just like you would on Xbox, but you're immersed in the world, and you can look around and see everything in the world while you're playing the game. And I think I'm just super excited about that. So I saw Lake Pilot. So yeah, Lake Pilot's in the house. What's up, man? Or woman. I don't know if you're a man or woman yet. Ray Kelly's in the house. What's up, Ray? Hope you're having a wonderful night. Bob Casey's in the house. What's up, Bob? So we've got 14 people in here. I'm going to go ahead and put the guest link in the chat. If you guys want to join in, I'm going to go ahead and pin that instead of join the club. So if anybody wants to come in and hang out, you can. I know you can. Dewey's in the house. What's up, Dewey? I like saying your name. Dewey. Bob's saying hi to everybody. Ray's saying hi to everybody. Something else. So Nacho's mentioning like Disney Plus and Amazon, Paramount, Netflix. Something else that's really cool is there's an app called Big Screen, and you can either go to someone's like their virtual house, and you can watch stuff up on the screen. You can like look at each other and talk to each other or whatever. But people can share files on their computer. So if you have a 3D version of Terminator, then you can play Terminator on your screen, and everybody else can watch it with you. And I think that's a really, really cool app. And then there's other apps where you can just walk around and talk to people. And the other best experience that I ever had was when the World Cup was going on. This might have been like 3 years ago. When the World Cup was going on, they put a 360 camera like right at the 50. It's not like right at the what is it called? The line in the middle of the field. I don't know what it's called in soccer. It's the 50-yard line, but they put a 360 camera right there, and you had the best seat in the auditorium to watch the World Cup. And whenever they would do replay, they would do this 3-dimensional screen would show up in the middle of the field, and you could watch the replay, and then they'd take it back out. And I thought that was an amazing experience. And I don't remember what the app is, but you can watch like X Games and stuff like that. It's just, I love the immersive video, and like instead of like watching an interview happen, it's like you're standing there as the interview is happening, and you can look around and look at whatever you want to instead of looking at what the camera's pointing at. So Jim said it cost $3,500. Yep. Yeah, but I think like right now with this Biden economy, I'm just kidding. I don't want to get about politics. But I mean, I feel like everything that comes out costs like twice as much as it did 5 years ago. I didn't mean to make fun of Biden. Nacho said you can use a huge monitor for your MacBook. Yeah, so like Justine's video was talked about like taking it on vacation, and like I've got a little 13-inch laptop, but being able to edit Final Cut Pro and just like making that screen like a 46-inch TV right in front of you in the room. She also mentioned that there was an experience where the dinosaur, like the wall had turned into like a portal into like Jurassic time, and a dinosaur came out of the wall and started walking around her room. Little stuff like that I think is really cool. That's another game I think would be amazing. Like any kind of open like sandbox world that you could walk around in, like Grand Theft Auto. I mean, in Grand Theft Auto, I would just kind of hang out. I would go to the club and I'd dance, and then I would get on a motorcycle and drive it out in the desert and stuff like that. I think that would be awesome. And you can do that with it's not Ready Player One. What's the name of that game? That'll have to come to me. It's like Ready Player One, but what is it called? It's a game that like kind of builds itself, and you go to different planets and you see different aliens and stuff like that. That's actually a great game to play in VR. Appreciate it, Bob. Has anybody snuck in that I haven't mentioned? Okay, so Lake Pilot says, according to 1970 rules, he's a man. Got it. Totally understood. So Nacho, how much was that controller? Like $9 or $14? Nacho found a tiny little white controller that looks kind of like a Super NES controller. He got that to play the FPV sim on. I think you can. Well, yeah, you don't have the controller yet. Never mind. They might have updated that. When I played around with big screen, it was a pretty much a remote desktop that everybody could see. That's pretty much what it was. They might have gotten got signed to a deal where there's probably a lot of copyright issues with that. So, and for those of you that just showed up, I'm still dealing with the sinus infection thing. So, because of the medicine I'm taking, I'm really, really dry. So I'm drinking a lot. And probably right at 8:15 when I end this thing, I will be peeing. I'll be a peeing. First I'll be Russian, then I'll be European. Oh wait, no, I'll be Iopean. I messed that joke up. So Mark said it's called the halfway line. I knew it was something like that. But and that's really the only sport I ever played. Was I played t-ball and then I played soccer, and that's about all the sports that I've ever played. And I played soccer for years, and my joints and my legs are messed up because of it. But yeah, it's been a long time since I've thought about it. Yeah, spell correction kind of messed you up there. Like, what's your name? I don't know what your real name is. Like, I want to start calling you by that. Just a peeing. Is that like just a swinging? Ooh, that song took me back. All right, so let's pull up what I got going on. I'm gonna go ahead and share the audio tonight, and I hope there's no copyrighted stuff. But we're gonna see what happens. If any of you guys know that I'm about to play a video that has copyrighted music on it, let me know. Because it takes about 3 days for YouTube to take the audio back out of my live stream since it's so long. So Lake Pilot is Jack. Is that how you say that? Jack or Jacques? So Nacho's videos are all YouTube audio. JC's is Epidemic. What about is Joe in here? Captain Joe? I say Captain Joe. It's not Captain Joe, is it? I don't know if he's in here yet. All right. So the first video that I'm going to play is, I'm going to go ahead and start with Nachos. Bada. Let's get the shadow. Mickey. What a cool place to fly. I love how Nacho bought the Avata right around all the conversations about VMAX Challenge, flying low. Yeah, Nacho, that's the only thing that I don't like is when you're pointing at the ground, the Avata's body like goes into the shot. But check this out, y'all. Look what Nacho does. He just bought this drone. He's already going through gaps. Easy, easy, easy. All right, Nacho, your next challenge is to go in one window and then rise up through the skylight. And this is with the DJI RC Motion 2. That looks awesome. It's nice that they freshly mowed that. Nacho, Nikki. Whoa! Should I go in? Should I not? Nacho, has Nikki tried to jump up and grab it? I see you got those big balls on the wires, or some of them at least. We got 2 more minutes. John. I love the proximity flying next to those big rocks. That was really cool. Actually, I wouldn't apologize. I think this is great. I think you're way ahead of me when I got my Avata. And I had the DJI FPV drone before that, so you're doing great. What are those things on the ground? Is that trash or what? Oh, fireworks. There's nacho legs. We got nacho legs. Not my legs. Nacho. There's Nikki. Awesome. All right. Yeah, good job, Nacho. Great video. Now I want to show a video from, actually, before I miss it, Bob posted one in the chat. I don't want that to get too far.
It's a little-known body transformation and secret. A weird 6-second ice trick to your morning routine.
All right, this is Bob's Memorial Day video. I think he changed music services. Benton, Kentucky. On the tip. There's Bob. Hey, Bob, if you ever want to just hang out and fly, I'll drive. I'll meet you in the middle somewhere. I don't know exactly how far apart we are, but I'd love to hang out and fly with you. This is a Kentucky lake. Oh, Bob says it's epidemic. I'm sorry. I thought you changed music services, Bob. Did you go back to epidemic sound because you couldn't play your sound? Oh, that's a cool shot. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. I like that. You got sailboats, you got cars. That's nice. That's beautiful. Beautiful shot. I'm terrified of flying over water. I just know, like, I've got a good record of not crashing or not having any of my drones fall out of the air. And I know as soon as I fly over a lake, one of my props is going to explode. But I have the equipment. I know. Oh, that's a good shot. I've been to Lamberton Lakes. I don't think that's too far from me. Oh, that's cool. We should do like eat more possum and fly underneath the bison. Cool baby. Oh, that's terrifying. Are they aggressive animals or are they like cows? That's cool. I've never seen one of those in person. Yeah, it's hard to see. I can't tell how big those trees are, so it's hard to tell how big that elk is. It looks big though. I've never had elk. I've had a bison burger. It was good, but I'm so in love with beef. It's hard to. Whenever something tastes a little different, I don't like it. All right. Next, I wanted to show, this is a video from Joe. Big logo. Captain Joe. It is Captain. I thought it was Captain, but for some reason I thought he had a different. I don't know. So this is a malfunction that Joe had. The name of this video is I Couldn't See. Then there was debris. He had a big leaf come up on his camera. So in this situation, you have the RC Motion 2. You can go backwards. And so right now, like since you're going forward, you've got the beep on your camera. If you go backwards, then it'll blow that off. All right. Nacho mentioned that one of his videos had, I wanted to show this one. This is the one that I thought it was all the same flight. But check this out. Are you kidding me? I do not have the balls to do that. So I just wanted to show you all that drain. We're going to watch that again, and then we're going to move on. Check that out, y'all. That's some skill. All right. So next, y'all, I just want to that's one of Nacho's first flights on the Avata, and he's only been flying FPV for maybe a week or so, because he's been doing it with the Mini 3 Pro, which it's a little bit more robotic than the Avata, but the fact that he went through that storm drain, which is probably like maybe this big, and his drone is about this big, that's pretty cool. All right, I want to show this one. This is abandoned corn silo. This is not Eat More. This is Steven Drones. I don't know why I said this is Eat More Possible. How beautiful is this? Look at that staircase. I want to fly here with my Avata. How cool is this location? Look at this roof, y'all. There's so much to look at. There's a freaking tree growing on top, which is crazy. Like, how is a tree growing up there? But look at all the things to fly through, to fly around. All the rusty goodness mixed with all the green shrubbery. What a cool silo. We've got a silo a lot like this in Nashville that has a big painting on the top, on the side of it. Ken Heron's Fun Mix channel. I'd get dizzy going up them stairs, though. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'd rather go back and forth, zigzag up, than just going in a circle for what, 10 stories or whatever. Great job, Steve. Great job. Chasing the jet ski. Steve always ends with a picture and a swirl. What else we got? John, which video do you want to play of yours? We've got several. He said he just put one up. Let's see. Refresh. Oh, Dustin just put one. That's right. Here's one.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, chip on my shoulder cause they treat.
Gotta turn down Dustin's intro. Everybody's got the Memorial Day videos up.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear. To support and defend. The Constitution of the United States. Against all enemies. Foreign and domestic. And to bear true faith. And allegiance to the same. That I will obey. The orders of. The President of the United States. And the orders of. Those officers.
Where's this memorial at, Dustin?
According to regulations. And the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God.
In a country that most people would struggle to find on a map. In a compound that few possess the courage to enter. Men from my previous life took the fight to our enemy. Most will never understand the sacrifice required to keep evil men like those from that distant compound away from our doorstep. But it would not hurt you to try and understand. It would not hurt you to take a moment to respect the sacrifices that others make on your behalf, whether they share your opinions or not. It would not hurt you to take a moment to think of the relentless drain on family, friends, and loved ones that are left behind.
Cool video. I turned the music down because I think there's a lot of copyrighted stuff in there. This next video is going to be from Jim's Droning. This is Project Flipped. I thought this was really, really cool because it looks like he's flying a drone. But he's not. It's really cool. I love so he took my idea with the reflection. So I really like the reflection of everything that's going on top of this car. Very nice. Jim's always got a little something extra. He always he's always got a creative flair to his videos. I'm gonna play mine this time. So I told you guys that I was going to do BMax Aerial Visuals Avata challenge. And what his Avata challenge is you have to stay above 5 miles an hour, but you have to stay below 2 feet. And the video has to be close to 2 minutes. Between 1.5 minutes and 2 minutes. So if I was running the contest, I would do the red obstacle avoidance. But I didn't know if he was going to go by height, which is altitude. So I did a flight that was under 2 feet, both in height and object avoidance on the bottom. And you have to use your goggle telemetry. So here is mine. It's bad quality. There it is. I think we need to name this live stream "Old Guys Sitting Behind Their Car with Goggles on the Face." So that sidewalk, whenever I would jump on the sidewalk or jump off the sidewalk, I would screw up my 2 feet. I'd be like 1 feet, and then I'd go off the curb, and all of a sudden it'd be like 2.3 feet off the ground or something. I'd hear them underground if you look at my height. But all that's taken from the whole plane. So I'm going to put out the full flight this week because I flew 2 batteries to get this 2-minute piece. So what else are we going to show? Yeah, all of our old guy legs. We got like our white knees. So what else? I wanted to do the grass one from John. Well, let's play this one. All right, and then I wanted to fly this one.
In the right place to move. In the right place for you. Always stay up all night. Watch the neon light. Touch your ones that go numb. Heartbeats like a drum. Feed your fantasy. Give yourself to me. Stay in this moment. Just hold on, hold on. We back tonight, baby.
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff to fly around there.
You and the moonlight is all that I want. It's all that I want. It's all. We can touch the sky, babe. It's a natural high. I know I'm alright when I look into your eyes. Give it to me, funky, funky. Give it to me. Give it to me, funky, funky. Give it to me. Give it to me, funky, funky. Give me that beat, that funky, funky. Give it to me, funky, funky. Give me that beat, that funky, funky. Give it to me, funky, funky. Give it to me. Give it to me, funky, funky. Give it to me, baby. Face towards the stars. Feel my beating heart. All up in my zone. Why let this go? Touch your ones that go numb. Heartbeats like a drum.
All right. So I've been, as you guys know, I changed my logo right before the South Florida drone meetup. So I have been changing my logo slowly on all of my different hundreds of places my logo is. So I've updated the logos in the store. So I've turned off all of the t-shirts that don't have, or all the merchandise that doesn't have my latest logo. I've unpublished all of those, and I'm slowly changing the logos on all of them and bringing them back up. So I wanted to bring that to y'all's attention. And I'm pretty excited how the blade turned out. Y'all check this out. So with all of my new updated shines and highlights and stuff like that, I thought the blade turned out great. I kept the blades where they needed to be, and then I basically just rotated the icon a little bit so that it matches the new italicized design. But there's my psychedelic mouse for y'all. Good stuff. So I think those are the only ones that I've updated there. And then, oh, I lost the club. Nice. And then I've put a new shirt in the drone shop. And this one, like during Memorial Day, I was like, everybody's wearing their Captain America shirts. I'm just kidding. All of their American flag stuff. And I've been thinking about doing this design for a long time. If you guys seen PFG shirts, they have it's the American flag, but made out of fish. So this is kind of my play on it. This is a bunch of drones. So we've got folding drones, we've got a unique drone, we've got an Inspire, and we've got a Phantom. So the stripes are made out of drones. And I put them on a light color shirt, or at least here. Yeah. So I think this one actually looks the best, the white. But so there's my Freedom shirt, and I did it again. Oh, I know what I want to do. I'm going to hide this on the stream, and I want to talk about one last thing, and it is basically my latest video of the nonsense that is just the DJI setup. I'm not going to play the entire video for you guys, but I just want to show you guys and talk you through some of the things that I went through. So this is a video of me flying the DJI Mini 3 Pro with the RC Motion 2 and the DJI Goggles 2. So there's several things with that scenario that is frustrating. And I feel like the user experience, since I'm a user experience engineer, I pay attention to the user experience and when things are released halfway. I feel like with this whole scenario, someone was in a board meeting and they were like, I think we can make all those things work together. Okay, Johnson, make it happen. But the so this is the flight, but I want to show you a couple things. So since I have, I'm going to pause it right here. Oh, nope. I'm going to go back a little bit. Sexy logo. All right. So, excuse me. So I live in Tennessee, and Tennessee has, underground. There's a lot of rock. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in Tennessee. And so since I've been flying for the last 7 years, I feel like everywhere I go is a geo zone. Okay. And so I want you guys to look at the warnings that I get on my screen about the geo zone. The fact that I have to use my phone to connect to remote ID is one thing that's frustrating, but I'm okay with that. But what I'm not okay with is warning alerts on one device and not on the other device. If I'm flying the drone, there should be a warning on every screen possible. Okay? Because with flying it with the FPV goggles are on my face. I can't read what's on my phone. Someone else can see what's on my phone and tell me that there's a warning on there. But if something shows up on my phone, then... So anyway, I think this whole remote ID DJI Goggles 2 is crap. It's crap. I'm hoping that there's like a little GPS module that you can plug into the USB-C on your goggles and it'd be done with it. But the fact that the whole DJI FPV goggle system has been crap from the beginning when it comes to adjustments. We get drones and we fix things with firmware updates. That's what we do. But, when you got the original DJI FPV drone and you had the original DJI FPV goggles, then they came out with the DJI FPV goggles too. And they added a functionality to it. And then, and you could record your screen with it. And like you could record the telemetry on your goggles. And then they came out with the DJI Goggles 2. Then they came out with the DJI Vata that you could fly with your DJI Goggles 2 or your DJI FPV Goggles 2. And you could do everything except for record your screen, which is what we all like to do. And then, so I had to buy a new pair of goggles just so I could record what was on the goggles. And then remote ID comes out, and now I have to attach my phone to my goggles so that they work with remote ID. Like I can't take off the ground unless I have a phone attached to my goggles. That's stupid. So now let's all buy the Integras so we can have a crappier set of goggles, but we won't have to deal with the FPV situation. So anyway, that's my rant. It's so frustrating to me that, and I explained it in this video, like they knew about remote ID a couple years ago. So every goggles they came out with should have had remote ID stuff in them. So anyway, that's my like a company that puts out top of the line drones is putting out some halfway done systems, in my opinion. And I also talk about the FPV system. I feel like I'm going backwards a little bit just because of the whole binding situation. And I don't know, there's just a lot of stuff that frustrates me. So I just want to show you guys some of the warnings that I got on my screen. This is my phone recording right here. And I'll play it a little bit. So I'm pushing buttons, trying to take off, and oh, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Scratch that. That's not the play button. So let's go here. So make sure your surroundings. So all of a sudden this message pops up on my phone, but guess where my eyes are? My eyes are in the goggles. Okay. And this is my third flight with this whole system. I cannot tell you how frustrating the binding situation was. And I've always known this with DJI drones. I've always had to update firmware on batteries, the drone, the controller, the goggles. So I did all that before I went out to fly for the first time. But I ended up having to, like the binding wouldn't work. So I'd bind my goggles and I'd bind my remote control and then bind all these other things. And so I understand the pain that Nacho had a couple weeks ago. Remember I brought Nacho's situation up to you guys about the DJI Refresh and binding to a phone number and all that kind of stuff. Well, I felt all of his pain. But what I had forgotten to do on this flight, which I do a lot of times, is I forgot to hit the record button. If you fly with a Parrot, it just, as soon as you take off, it starts recording no matter what you're doing. But I was flying for a good while in this video before I ever noticed that I didn't hit the record button. But I was recording with my phone, and that's usually how I get audio. And there is this big old message up on the screen the whole time that says, like, and so this was a message that was not on my goggles. So whenever this message goes away, it happens in a couple of seconds, where I realize that I'm not recording and then I start recording. And that message is not on my goggles at all. So watch this. Nacho, what are you talking about? There's a setting for what? So right here, this is what I'm looking at in the goggles. There's no warnings. There's no nothing. I'm just flying along. So my goggles don't know that I'm in a geo zone, but my phone knows that I'm in a geo zone. So right there, it's weird. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I get that. I just don't understand why it's not default. I'm on my soapbox right now, Nacho, and I don't. Sorry if I offend y'all. There are some things that, like, Parrot hasn't put out a drone in years, and I still feel like it was ahead of its time. But I might just be a Parrot fanboy. So yeah. And something else, like, I've flown over here. Like, if you guys watch my other Mini 3 Pro, I flew all the way past that water tower, but this is as far as I can fly right now with the goggles. So I can't wait till the Avata 2 with the connection, being able to fly this far or farther than this. But this was kind of an oh crap moment. Especially when the goggles are on your face and there's that stupid. Okay, so the app completely lost connection and the app went away. Not like, hey, we lost connection. Like, the app just kind of turns off. And then, it shows up again. And then, so I go into the fail-safe return to home, which is awesome. But I just wanted to show you guys that that all this is going on. But here in my goggles, I have no idea that all that stuff is on the screen. Whenever I get out of the fail-safe return to home, if you look at right here, okay, so yeah, that's what I saw in my goggles. And then when I hit the lock button, it took it out of that. Let's see if there's anything else I wanted to talk to you guys about. Oh, this is the other thing that screwed up. Okay, so I depleted the battery, and then decided to swap out batteries. Okay, and it does this, gives you this check screen, and you click your face and let it know that you checked the blades. But this is what was on my goggles, was the status, and no matter what I touched, I could not get out of this menu. So it was kind of frozen on this menu for a good while. And because I couldn't see whether I was recording or not, I hit the record button, like I kept hitting buttons. And so I recorded, like I started recording and then I stopped recording. And then guess what comes back? The geo zone. And I'm frustrated at this point because I can't see what's going on. All right, I have no telemetry on my goggles at all. And then I hit a button somewhere and clicked the status button. And then the status screen came on. And then I kept I hit every button on my face. And I even hit touchpad and all that kind of stuff. And I couldn't get this stupid status screen off of my face. This is all the stuff that you do on the ground. Like, you don't go through and change your transmission settings. You don't go through and check your statuses. You don't do all that stuff while you're flying your drone. You do that stuff while you're landed, right? But I couldn't even land because I had this big black square on my face. And so you see me take the goggles off, and now I'm trying to fly inverted with my little RC motion controller. So I was just freaking out this whole time. So when in doubt, just turn everything off and turn it back on. And it's kind of, everything just kind of started over. But I never thought that, like, this has never happened to me with any of my other drones. Whenever I've swapped batteries, like, it just reconnects and then everything just kind of starts over. But I think because the controller and the goggles are bound to, like right now, I could see a status, auto landing in progress, motor stopped, remote ID functionality is normal, all that stuff. So, oh, BMAC, what's up, man? Welcome to the chat. Did anybody else sneak in while I was on my soapbox? Nope, just BMAC. So anyway, that was my frustration. The next thing that I'm going to do is I've never flown my Avata with the motion controller. So I'm going to do that. And then there's one other thing that I wanted to show you. Oh, Bob Casey dropped a video in the club. Let's go see. Oh, we got a new member. Oh, cool. Amy Horst has joined the club. Everybody welcome Amy. I don't know if she is lurking in the background, but that's cool. She hasn't filled out her information yet, so I don't know anything about her. All right. All right, Bob. This is Bob's video. So there's a Facebook group for the Avata challenges. I got to join that group. I sent my video to Brian, but that's cool that there's a group. I like that water tower, Bob. That's pretty. It looks like it's just painted. They just painted the one by my house too. All right. So I'm going to hide this on the stream. I'm going to go to Facebook. I'm going to find the group. Brian, do you have a link? Oh, there's a link right there. Avata Aerials. I'm joining that group right now. Do you own an Avata? Yes. Well, that was easy. You're already tired of it. What do you mean, man? I will say this is probably like, this is how people are going to your channel. But Lance Cadana's group. All right. There's 15 people here, and I'm tired. But all right. Yeah, I'm running out of things to say tonight. But oh yeah, that's what I wanted to show you guys. One more thing. So everybody with the Avata, join the Nacho. We're gonna play your Flight 3 next week. So that's incentive to come to the chat. Let's see. Oh crap. I don't want to do that. So the guy hasn't shipped it yet, but I want to show you guys a new thing that I bought. I bought it from a guy in Australia, and he hasn't even shipped it yet. I bought it maybe 4 days ago, and he hasn't shipped it yet. But I want to show you guys what I'm super excited about. So this is the Insta360 Pro drone mount for the Inspire 2. And you can also use the Matrice if you want to. But now that I have a DJI Inspire 2, I bought this mount. And I've 3D printed stuff in the past, but 3D printed stuff can get a little bit brittle. And my Insta360 1-inch is pretty heavy, and the Pro is even heavier than that. It's like 3 pounds. So I wanted to have something strong, solid, screwed onto my drone that wasn't going to chip off or whatever. But I wanted to show you guys this. So it has this pole. It has this mount right here that connects to the drone. Well, I'll show you that in a second. And then it has these dampers up here. And so I want to show you guys the close-ups. So this kind of locks into the top. And I want to show you guys there's a little screw right here. So I feel like I could use the pole if I wanted to, or I could just use the dampers on the bottom of my drone. So, but it's got these metal crap cords. It also has rubber dampers. And then this is carbon fiber plate and another carbon fiber. Man, that's hard to say. Carbon fiber plate. And so I'm going to be attaching this to the bottom of my Inspire. So there's this plate right here that connects to the bottom of your Inspire 2. So yeah. All right. So I'm going to hide all that, and I want to see what's going on in the chat because there's stuff going on. All right, so B-Max said, I'm torn. Supposed to live stream on Friday, the same day my master air screw Avada props and my 5th Avada battery arrives the same day. Yep. That's a tough decision right there. You should make that part of your live stream. I know you're like, what I've seen of your live stream is more of like an open mic. But I don't know. I've seen people like work on their drones while they're talking to people. That might be kind of fun. Gary's here. What's up, Gary? He wants everybody to hit the like button. How many people got in here? 13 likes. How many likes do we have? Just curious. We have 16 likes. That's good. They're getting up there. I'm not Artco, but I got some likes. So Brian, I totally understand getting burnt out. Or, opening up a Pandora's box that you can't shut. Like, your little challenge is wonderful. It's great. I had so much fun doing that challenge. I mean, you can feel free to put it in the club and we can just have a bunch of people vote for it. And I don't know. Because your challenge is, your challenge is challenging to judge. I'll tell you what I did to make my video. So I recorded at 60 frames per second. Then I put it on a 24 frames per second timeline, and then I slowed it down 40%. And then I stared at the height and watched the video. So it's 2-minute video. So at 40% speed, it's like maybe like 5 minutes long. So I spent 5 minutes staring at my height, then 5 minutes staring at my miles per hour, and then another 5 minutes staring at the sensor data, like the red, how far from the ground you actually are. And so I stared at those 3 things. So it took me 15 minutes to make sure my video didn't have any flaws in it. But I would go like maybe 70 or 80 seconds, and then all of a sudden it would go up to like 2.3, and I'm like, crap. All right, throw out all that video, and then I go do it again. And so I flew 2 whole packs, 2 batteries to get to that 2-minute that footage. But I feel like that whole flight was pretty spot on. The second battery, which I only had maybe 2.5 dots worth of juice in it, that whole flight, like I knew what I was doing by the time I got to the second flight. Like I knew, because I flew around that parking lot, kind of all in the same areas, over sidewalks, over the sidewalk chalk, through the doorway and all that kind of stuff, through the balls. And, I did all that flight over and over and over again. So I kind of knew where the sweet spots were. And I kept messing up every time I'd either go off the curb or I'd go off the sidewalk. That's the times that I would mess up because, the gap went from here to there pretty quick. So great challenge. But it's your channel and it's your challenge. So, feel free to not do it anymore if you don't want to. Like, your channel, your rules, man. That's why I do this. Like, people like to control me. People like to tell me what they want me to do, but unless I've asked your opinion, I just kind of push those things aside. So the whole reason I do this is because everywhere else in my life is controlled by something. My kids' needs, my wife's needs, my boss's needs, like everybody else has a say in things that I do. My YouTube channel is all mine, and nobody can tell me what to do. People can complain, and I'm like, you don't have to watch my channel if you don't want to, so you can just do whatever you want to. And on my channel, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna try to create something cool, and so if that's how you feel about your live stream, then nobody's gonna think less of you if you take a break. You don't owe nobody nothing. All right, y'all got wrenches now. Oops. Oh, crap. All right, sweet. I keep hitting the wrong chat. And I went to... So, the rules are, Nacho, yeah, 1.5 to 2 minutes, under 2 feet, and you have to stay at 5 miles an hour the whole time, and you have to record your goggle telemetry so everybody can see what your flight, all of your stats. So, and it's really fun. Like, it was a lot of fun. I will say in my video, there's one sidewalk where some kids used sidewalk chalk and wrote all over it. Every time I went over that sidewalk, I kicked up chalk. So by the time I was done flying, there was chalk dust, like pastel chalk dust all over my Avata and on the lens and everything. So, but it didn't show up in the footage at all. So you see the cloud, the puff, but it didn't really mess up the yeah, I think you should get bonus points for going underground through that tunnel. But you have, so it's not based on how far underground you are from your home point. It's based on your sensor underneath it. But if you're going through man, my voice is going. If you're going through a 3-foot hole, it'd probably be pretty easy to get. If you're flying dead center in that pole, you're going to be, 1.5 feet above. But Barkley, you showed up right when I'm about to end. Come on now. Everybody say hi to Barkley. Hope you're having a good night, man. We need to hook up. I say that every week, but we need to hook up. I'm thinking about maybe trying to put together something for people in the Nashville area to just come and hang out. Maybe fry up some wieners and just go fly. Maybe I was thinking maybe in Gallatin, but if there's some place out in Franklin that's pretty cool, we could do it there too. So, yeah, I think I'm going to sign off. I'm getting kind of starting to be all over the place. And but thank you guys for coming and hanging out on my live stream. We got some cool things coming up, like, with the Mini 3 Pro, and, I'm just going to do all my normal videos through that drone, and might see if we can track some cars and do some different things with that drone. Play with the RC Motion 2 with the Avata. So yeah, we're gonna check that out. And I'm gonna figure out how to put some 360 cameras on my DJI Inspire 2. So those are all things that are coming up that I'm super excited for. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Join the club. The link is right there. club.seanhydstudios.com. We have a good time on there. There's contests. You get to show off your work without it being cluttered by Facebook nonsense. So it's a good time. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And I will catch you next Tuesday, if not before. So y'all have a wonderful week. Peace out.